Hey guys, today I wanted to share with you how I make protein waffles. I had to prep some of these for myself, so I wanted to show you guys how I make them. These are a really good treat. I think that they taste like a waffle cone from like Cold Stone or like an ice cream shop that's making fresh baked ice cream cones. They're so delicious. They're easy to make and you can take them with you wherever. So if you're out and about and you need a quick snack or for a quick breakfast, I like to make a bunch of these and then I'll put some in the refrigerator and then I'll freeze some, which I'll show you guys at the very end how I store them so I can use them later on. But you can put just syrup on them, you can put strawberries, bananas, almonds, whatever toppings you'd like. You can get so creative with the flavors too. So I wanted to share with you guys how I make them, and it's going to be a set of 4 is what one batch makes. So for a set of 4, it's 205 calories, 2.5 grams of carbs, 5.5 grams of fat, and they're just really filling, 35.5 grams of protein. So what we're going to need is some cinnamon. I'm using the About Time Cinnamon Swirl protein, and then this is the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard casein. I like to use this because the casein is a slower digesting protein, so it's going to keep you full a little bit longer, and I notice that when I have these in the morning, they kind of hold me over just a little bit longer when I use this. So it's going to be a half a scoop of this About Time or any kind of protein that you use, a half a scoop of the casein, a few shakes of the cinnamon, and then I'm going to spray the waffle iron with the Trader Joe's coconut oil spray, and we're going to need 1 full egg, and then we're going in 3 tablespoons of egg whites. So we're just going to mix it all together, and then I already have the waffle iron going. And let me tell you, when I first started making these, I absolutely hated them because I just could not get them down right. I was so frustrated. I didn't know if it was the protein I was using because I was using a different protein at the time, but I finally mastered it and figured it out. And don't make fun of my egg cracking skills because I am not very good at it. So 1 egg, and then we're going to use 3 tablespoons of egg whites. Okay, so 3 tablespoons of egg whites, and then I like to use a ton of cinnamon in here, and this could be why they taste sweet, but I love cinnamon. It's good for you. There's a lot of health benefits to using cinnamon, so I do put quite a few dashes of cinnamon. And then you're just gonna mix it all up, and I like to get the consistency just right. These are really good if you're out and about and you want some protein. These are really good if you eat them cold, if you put them in the toaster. I usually put them in the toaster oven. Okay, I'm gonna leave the fork out because I need to kind of cover up the waffle, the little waffle grids on them. So I'm just gonna spray the top and the bottom with the coconut oil spray. And then what you're gonna do, let me see if I can turn this so you guys can see it. You're just gonna pour this inside. And remember, it makes 4 waffles, so you'll wanna leave enough to do 4. And I use the fork just to kind of spread it out a little bit. And then what I do is just kind of take the fork and I spread it along the little waffle grid. And I think that was my problem before when I tried making these the first time, is that I was overfilling them. So I'm just gonna put the batter on here, and I wait just a couple seconds just so it bubbles up, and then I'll close the lid. And I think that's what happened. I was just so impatient that I was doing it completely wrong, and it was just a huge mess. Now it's starting to bubble up, so I'm gonna go ahead and close the lid, and it's usually about 3 minutes, and then they're done. But when I first started using this, and this is just your basic, it's a Rival waffle maker, nothing fancy, it just makes 2 waffles at a time. I need to get a bigger one because when I start making more batches, sometimes it just takes me a little bit longer because there's 2. But when I first started making them, I think I was just so impatient, and I would open up the waffle iron too soon, and there would be waffle mix on top, there would be waffle on the bottom, there would be waffle all over this countertop, and I was like, forget it, I'm not doing this. The cleanup was such a mess. And if you see the steam coming out, it's just from the waffle. And so I just got so frustrated with it. But I finally was like, I'm gonna master this, I'm gonna get these perfect, I'm gonna get these right. If it kills me, I'm gonna figure it out. So I finally took the time and I got it, and I dominated this waffle iron, and I was so excited because they taste so good. And I started just making protein pancakes because I was so tired of trying the waffles, trying to perfect them. But with these, you can make so many different flavors. You can do like a mint cocoa, you can do a banana, you can do peanut butter, I personally like the cinnamon just because I can, you know, top it with really anything. I like to put strawberries. I'll put like 3 strawberries on top and just slice them up. And in the mornings when I usually take them out, I'll put them in the toaster oven and I put them in just like till they're crispy on the outside. And I do leave them in the waffle iron just a little bit longer because I like them that toasty brown. So they're crispy, and then when I reheat them, they still have that crispiness to them. But if you just like that fluffy, like home style waffle, you don't have to leave them in as long. But these are good whether they're cold, they're hot, they're a great snack. When I'm out running errands, I can keep them in my little lunch thing that I carry, and I can eat them cold because they taste really good. So you can have them hot or cold, and there's just, like I said, a variety. Even if you want to make dessert waffles at night and add, you know, things to those to make dessert waffles, they're great because they have so much protein in them. So I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you because now they're pretty fluffy, and they're, I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're like a golden brown. I'm going to close the lid just a little bit longer because I do like them, like I said, crispy. So I'm going to leave them in just a little bit longer, just so when I know that I reheat them, they're going to be to my liking. And this does make a set of 4, so the ingredients that I gave you will give you 4 waffles. I will post down below, I'll post the nutrition information, and I will post the ingredients that I used. And you can always switch them up, like I said, different flavors. If you want to take anything out or add anything, go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and take the waffle out. They're pretty crispy, and I will show you guys. I'm going to make quite a few, but this is how they look. I'll show you once I'm done. And all the batches of the protein waffles are done. So I keep some in the Tupperware. These are the ones that I'm going to use this week, and then I'll freeze the rest of these. So I just put them in little plastic baggies. I do save these bags, so every week I will reuse the bags and just put the waffles in here and store them in the freezer. So it's just like having frozen waffles, but these are protein waffles. So I just keep a set of 4 because that's what the nutrition that I have that I use. So I'll put 4, that's 1 set, so the ingredients that I gave you will make 1 batch, which is 4 waffles. So it's 35.5 grams of protein, 205 calories for 4, 2.5 grams of carbs, and 5.5 grams of fat. So I will post the nutrition down below and all the ingredients on how to make them. You can switch them up, make them however you'd like. Whatever kind of flavors, if you want to add in things, use different toppings, bananas, almonds, walnuts, strawberries, whatever you'd like. But that's how I make the protein waffles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!